What's up YouTube, it's your boy Naughty Nev, the best Cyber Dragon player in the world, and today I am bringing you my Cyber Dragon deck profile post crossover breakers. This is not the final version. Changes will be made to the deck if need be as we further progress in this format. So without wasting any time, let's get into the deck profile. First, starting off, we play 3 Ash Blossom. 3 Ash Blossom is there to deal with Labyrinth or to deal with our opponent's Fiendsmith engine. Fiendsmith is, of course, a very troublesome engine to deal with, so I want to try limit the plays my opponent has in their Fiendsmith engine. Along with the 3 Ash Blossoms, we play 2 Bestial Jerusalem. I'm not playing Magma Hut, mainly because I don't want to increase my deck count. And also Jurus is the better Bestial currently, so I play 2 Jerusalems to work alongside the Ash Blossoms to help deal with our opponent's Fiendsmith engine. A lot of people are playing Fiendsmith. Moving on to the Cyber Dragons, we play 3 Cyber Dragon cores and 2 Cyber Dragon Hertz. I am playing 2 Cyber Dragons and the 2 Hertz because I don't want to play 3 copies, drawing into one of them in my hand. I would rather see Cyber Dragon core. The goal of this build is to go second and OTK our opponent. That is the goal of this deck. I play an extra copy of Cyber Dragon and Cyber Dragon Hertz so that I have names to send off for Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. Now, as you can see, I am not playing Cyber Dragon Nashter. I believe that Cyber Dragon Nashter is ideally used to bring back Cyber Dragon Infinity from our graveyard. And you can see I am not playing Cyber Dragon Infinity and Nova. I am not, well, ideally, I'm not expecting to go in a guide game going to turn 5, 6, 7, 8. I am hopefully planning to go second, OTK my opponents as soon as possible. And also, Nashter can lock you into machines, which can clash with another part of our deck, which I will get into. We play the 1 Cyberdark Chimera. This is for our Power Bond play. This is the MVP card of the deck, accessing Power Bond, helping with our OTK strategy. Now, moving on, we made an addition to the Cyber Dragon deck, and that is the Fiendsmith engine. Now, I know some people may be saying, oh great, this is not a budget deck. I understand, but I'll discuss this later in the video. So carrying on, we play the Fiendsmith engine, the 1 Luri, 3 Fiendsmith Engraver, 1 Lacrima, and 2 Trap. I'm not playing the Trap Fiendsmith Paradise, I think it's called, mainly because I don't want to see it in my opening hand and brick on it, but maybe I might consider playing it later. I will have to decide on it, but otherwise this is the Fiendsmith engine that we are playing. Fiendsmith is a great splashable engine you can play in any deck. Great recursion, puts a lot of pressure on our opponents and can help bring out Fiendsmith Desiree and Wave High King Caesar, which I think is great for Cyber Dragons, because sometimes if Cyber Dragons had to go first, depending on what version you're playing, since it's a hand trap heavy format, Cyber Dragons really struggles against hand traps. Your machine duplication may be ashed, core may be impermed, effect veiled, or negated in any other way, and you may pass on nothing. So I'm playing the Fiendsmith engine to aid that issue with Cyber Dragons. And I have no complaints. Fiendsmith engine's really good. I think Fiendsmith may be staying around in this deck. Next, yes, we are playing both copies of the Mulch Armies, Fuwalos and Perulia. These cards are to help address the other issue that Cyber Dragon has, and that is Cyber Dragon almost having 0 draw power. So we are playing the Mulch Armies to take advantage of going second and to get that draw power. This is to help get into our engine cards and non-engine cards. The non-engine is specifically our board breakers, which I will now discuss in a second. So we play 2 Clockwork Knights. I don't play a third copy. I'm not expecting to draw into it in my opening hand, but it's a good addition to the deck because Cyber Dragons, being machines, can easily contact fuse our opponent's board away. I do not play the King Regulus because King Regulus, if I'm not mistaken, does need a machine monster in your grave. So if I don't have one, it can be a brick, and I am not planning to brick in this deck. I want to see if I can have as much plays as possible. So I only play 2 copies of Clockwork Knight and no King Regulus. We play the best spell in this deck, Cyber Emergency. This is to maximize our chance of seeing Cyber Dragon Core in our hand. It can be used to access the other Cyber Dragons, but Core is our go-to. Next, we play the 1 Cyberdark Realm. This works with the Cyberdark Chimera for our power bond. And we play the 2 Tract, as I already discussed. We play 3 Forbidden Droplets. 3 Forbidden Droplets works with our 3 Imperms. Sometimes our monsters that has target protection. So Forbidden Droplet is there to address that issue and serves as a good board breaker. We play the 2 Power Bonds. The reason I play the 2 Power Bonds is sometimes I hard draw into the 1 copy. And if I only play 1 copy, I lose the the effect of Chimera that allows me to use monsters in my graveyard as material. So if I draw into the 1 copy in my opening hand, I want to search for another power bond to still get that effect of Chimera to fusion summon using materials in my graveyard. We play the 2 Talents, 3 Thrust. This is for making sure that we are able to access Ultimate Slayer, Tract, Talents, or Power Bond. And as I already said, we play 2 Ultimate Slayers. This is mainly to deal with Ryziel. Detonator is a huge problem and we need our materials on the field most of the time. So we play the 2 Ultimate Slayers to get rid of Detonator or any other deck that we may face up against. So guys, that is the main deck, playing a total of 47 cards. Next, we move on to the extra deck. We play the 1 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. This is to work with Clockwork Knight or to just contact fuse any machine monsters our opponent controls. We play the 1 Mega Fleet, get rid of that monster in the extra monster zone. Could be an SP or an unaffected monster that your opponent just happened to place in the extra monster zone. We play 2 Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. The reason I play 2 is if we go against Kashtira and our opponent plays Kashtira Unicorn, if I only play 1 Rampage and Unicorn banishes it, that's the end of our OTK strategy. GG's, we can't OTK. So I play 2 copies to make sure we have another one. We play the 1 Enters. This is mainly for Ultimate Slayer. Maybe we go against Branded. Mainly Branded. That's the only fusion strategy I really go up against. Get rid of Mirror Jade or any other problem card, and Enters can pop a card on our opponent's field. So technically get rid of 2 cards. We play Fiendsmith, Desiree, Necroquip. Necroquip is there to help us access Wave High King Caesar. We play the 1 Aggregator. This is also for Ultimate Slayer. Send this to shuffle back the Detonator, and Aggregator can negate an additional card on the field. Sorry, not additional. Negate a card on the field. We play the 1 Cyber Dragon Sieger. We play Requiem, Sequence, Moon of the Closed Heaven, Anima, and SP Little Knight. The extra deck is pretty tight. I'll just discuss further on this later in the video. Just moving on to our side deck. So as you can see, if you haven't realized, this deck of mine is mainly to deal with Malice and Ryziel. We will definitely be facing a lot of Malice and Ryziel. So I'm building this deck to ideally handle both strategies. So 3 Lancia against Malice, 3 Draw can help work against Rogue decks, Runic, Dark World, or Ryziel as well, as they do search. We play the 2 Cosmics and the 1 Harpies Feather Duster. This is to deal with back row removal. We play 3 Dark Hole. So this initially was Evenly or Dark Ruler. We don't play Dark Ruler because that defeats the purpose of our OTK. We want to end the duel, not give up, ideally, keyword ideally, not give our opponents another turn and just OTK in that turn. And I didn't play Evenly because we do want our battle phase. So Evenly and Dark Ruler are not in this list. I decided to put Dark Hole as another set of board breakers. This could be Raigeki as well if you want. I might switch this to Raigeki, but we're playing Dark Hole. And lastly, we play 3D Barrier. A really good card. It's a must play. Stop your fusions, synchros, XEs, or rituals that your opponent plays. So guys, this is the deck list. And as I said, this is not the final version, but this is the current version I'm playing. Improvements will be done to this deck as we progress later in this format. And if I make the changes, I'll make another deck profile and let you guys know, and we can discuss why the changes were made. So now the one thing I wanted to address at the end of this video is I understand that there could be players who have a particular budget, and for example, they may not be able to afford the Fiendsmith engine. So I want to let you know that if you do want to see me show the machine duplication version of Cyber Dragons, I'm more than happy to do it. Just let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, if you do want to give me some tips or ask some questions about other cards I am not playing in this deck or why I should include it in the deck, also let me know and we can chat about it. Otherwise guys, this is the video. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and let me know your thoughts or what else you would like to see in the comment section below so that I can provide you some awesome content. Otherwise, till the next video, take care guys. Naughty Nev signing out. Peace.